rolled it. Hey, welcome back. Thanks again for joining us. Hope you all doing good. Hope you all having a wonderful day. And we're back here on Sweet Bailey YouTube in the backyard, hanging out with our new buddy, the white cedar tree. And I ended up changing the tree support system on here. I took out the board because it kept falling over the wind and stuff moving around. I see I got this thing on my wrist. We'll explain that in a minute. But I had a piece of rebar, so I pounded that into the ground and I made this rope with this hose is actually an old hose off of the truck that we had removed from the air intake system, the old stock air intake system. So we used that. It's had a nice 90-degree bend on it. So we put the rope through there, wrapped it around that branch there to help hold the tree straight up so it'll grow straight instead of being all bent over. And we have a couple new things to show you. I'm actually recording on my phone and as well as my new action camera. I have the chest mount on and I also have a hat mount on. I think the hat mount will be the one that I'll be using the most. And then we also have the tripod here and the selfie stick. I didn't ever really like the idea of these things, but I do believe that I probably will use that from time to time. And as we speak, the chest mount camera is actually recording, so I'll have both angles of that. And we're gonna go into the front yard and show you something else that I have got today for the business. Oh yeah, look at that. So we'll pause here and that can be the screenshot, maybe more straight like this. So we got the brand new, I just bought it today, the Stihl FS 131. Because I needed that for the business, because I have a lot of big weed eating jobs, string trimming jobs. I did buy the 110R about 5 years ago, and it has been a wonderful piece of equipment for several years and made me a lot of money. But we needed to upgrade and get a bigger one. I'm not really doing a full review on this weed eater because anybody that's ever used a string trimmer, you know, there's not very many differences from string trimmer to string trimmer. So the main difference between this one and my old one is the old one has the small handlebars and the string, and this one has the big handlebars. It currently still has the stock head on it with the string, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to remove that and put a blade on it. So this will be my new blade weed eater, because I've been having some problems with the 56C, I believe. I bought this one used a couple years ago, and actually this one is smaller than the 110, and it's the one that I've been using the blade on. And it kind of struggles. It does pretty good, but it seems a bit more practical to have the blade on a more powerful machine. And if you see here, there's this mount already mounted onto the weed eater. I had just installed that, and that is the mount for my action camera. So I can actually take this off here. Let's stop recording on here. The screen has went off. There it is. It's still recording. So I think if I hit this one again, it shall stop. And then I can use that video also in the video. So I do have to set my phone down to take this camera off my chest and mount it onto the weed eater string trimmer. Maybe I can set my phone up a little bit on the rototiller. Oopsie doosies. Alright, so now we have the camera mounted onto our new weed eater. And if I hit this button here, I believe the screen will come back on. And you can see that it's a pretty decent angle there. So I think that'll be good. And I have already started this. I bought this from a Stihl dealer in the next city over, and I have not used it yet. It has this big old guard deflector on there. That must be for the string trimmer. But we're going to do some weed eating with it with the new camera, and yeah. So I'm going to stop recording with my phone, and then we are going to record with the action camera on the weed eater, and then we shall resume afterwards. So stick around and all that good stuff. Alright, we got the perimeter of the yard weed eated. And this weed eater is not really super practical for that type of weed eating, which I just did, because it's so big and powerful. And I do have to adjust my harness and stuff so that it's the right length. I was having to lift it up a little bit so I could adjust the angle. I like to kind of angle it about a 45-degree angle so that it leaves the grass kind of tall, but it'll get down to the dirt where you're actually trying to weed eat. Because if you see, it's kind of short there, and I was pretty much just able to weed eat it almost flat because of that big guard on there and everything. I need to lengthen my harness. I have the big Stihl harness, the double shoulder harness, and I still need to adjust it a little bit to make it work perfect for me. And on this machine, it has this plastic, it's a mount here for the harness to strap to, and I don't really like it because the outside of it's plastic, the inside is metal, but I have these connectors here, and they don't really get along too well with that mount there. So I think I might take the mount off of my 56C and probably put it on this one, because it's all metal, and it seems to work a bit better than this plastic design here. And this one has the knob here, so I'm assuming that you can loosen this and rotate the handlebars forward or backwards to your liking, which is nice, I suppose, but I don't think I'll be messing with that. And this machine is really just for the bigger weed eating jobs where you have to weed eat about 2 to 3 foot tall grass in large quantities, like hours and hours of weeding. It's really more along the lines of tractor work, or like a DR brush mower or something like that. But the problem is I don't have any of those machines, so I'm working my way up, and for now this will be my DR brush mower, the Stihl FS 131. So that's my first use on it, second time I've started it, and I got my action camera mounted on there. I hope that footage turned out halfway decent, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider smashing the like button, consider sharing the video with a friend or family member you think may like the video, consider leaving a nice comment down below, and consider subscribing to the channel and checking out my other videos. I got a video I just put on there a few days ago of planting this tree here in the backyard. I do a lot of landscaping stuff, some gaming, some motivational speaking, some DIY random projects around the house, generator, and product reviews. So I tried to give my viewers a large quantity of different types of videos to enjoy. You're welcome. So take care, always be kind, and have a wonderful day. Later. Peace. Hey, welcome back. Thanks again for joining us back here on the Sweet Bailey YouTube, Sweet Bailey Landscaping. I'm on another one of my customers' jobs here, and I was over here a few days ago doing some some mowing and some weed eating, and I did about 4 hours then, but I didn't get it quite finished up because there was a lot of work to do. I just wanted to make a quick video for you here, and I'm gonna add this segment on to another portion that I have already pre-recorded. And this was all, you see all that tall grass right over there? This whole area right here was looking just like that before, about 4 days ago. And I weed whacked all that down with my new FS 131 with the blade on it and the big handlebars. And that thing's a beast. It cut this down, this whole area here, probably, I'd say almost like 20 minutes. You know, it's a beast. And I have a little surprise in the truck, because my plan was to buy the FS 131 with the big handlebars on it, and that would be my new replacement for the weed whacker, string trimmer, weed eater, whatever you want to call it, with the blade and the handlebars. Because I had I think it was the FS 56C or something like that, and I think it was less than about a horsepower. So I needed a bigger one, more powerful for the big tall grass stuff like this, so it'd be easier to mow all that stuff down. Anyways, so I bought that new FS 131, $469, and I just now, in about an hour, will have two FS 131s, the racing version, and the normal version. So I got a new customer, and they're super cool, and I'm happy to help them out. And you know, they've been helping me out with hiring me to do some work and everything, and it worked out perfectly because they had the FS 131R with the small handlebars and the other throttle handle setup. And I was actually going to buy one of these anyways to replace my FS 110, because there is certain circumstances where it does struggle just a little bit to weed whack some stuff down. So I eventually wanted FS 131 with the big handlebars and a blade, and I wanted the FS 131R with the small handlebars and the other throttle handle setup, for the more finesse work around, you know, trees, buildings, and you know, curbs, driveways, you know, borders, stuff like that, the more fine-tuning work. And the one with the big handlebars and the blade is just for like back there where it's just 3-foot grass and you're just mowing down a big flat area. So I just wanted to share that with you real quick. I don't have my other camera with me, and I can't show you using this, but I have the footage of the other one with the big handlebars when I used it with the string on my backyard, and it worked really good. But with the big handlebars, it's a little bit harder to maneuver it around, you know, because a lot of times when you're edging with the string trimmer, you know, trying to do like sidewalks or driveways or something, you have to literally turn the weed eater, you know, completely sideways, even upside down sometimes, to get the right angle so you can cut everything just perfect. And I just spoke with them, and when I mowed before, there's a pretty cool area right down here and I had to use the locker on my mower quite a bit. And this was the first job that I actually used quite a bit of that rear differential locker on the old Husqvarna TS 354 XD. So I'm here now to finish weed eating all this tall grass under the apple trees here. And you kind of just go down this, it's almost like a little road here, kind of terraces down. And this whole hillside right here, it doesn't really look that steep, but it is. And that's where I was using the locker on the mower to mow that about 3 or 4 days ago. So I asked for their permission to record a YouTube video on their properties. They said it'd be cool. And so the next time I mow up here, I'll make y'all a video of using the locker on this hillside here. We'll get down to the bottom and maybe you can see a little better how steep it actually is. It's a pretty cool little apple orchard and kind of like a meadow down here, kind of swampy over in this area. So I'm not 100% sure how far I can get over there. It looks like there's an old fence that's kind of down and stuff, so I gotta be careful and not get in there with the mower because you don't want to hit any big rocks or some wire or anything. But I mowed all the way to here when I was working a few days ago, but I'm pretty sure this is all flat. I kind of walked it a little bit and it's all flat. So I think I can mow all this. I'll just have to weed eat it first, kind of. That's where all this stuff's from, because I got all this stuff with the mower, but then I weed whacked strip with the FS 131 with the blade and the big handlebars, so that'll mow this down pretty good. It's a little bit rough for the mower because the tall grass is just a little bit too much for the riding mower. But can you see how steep this hill is now? This is kind of, the video really doesn't justify it. Like, I'm kind of looking about straight here, and you can kind of see how it goes up like that. Because this part it is a little bit of an incline right here. It's kind of the flatter area, and then the hill goes up there. So I was mowing it, and one tire kept spinning, so I had to stop and then put the differential locker on, and then it climbed right up the hill, no problem. And you don't want a side hill, because then you're just going to roll your mower over and hurt yourself, damage your high quality machine. So you want to just make sure when you're going up the hill or down that you want to be going straight up on it, not angled at all. So like right here, I'd go straight up to about the edge of the tall grass there, and work your way over there. So I'm gonna record that for you in the near future, and I hope you enjoy. I'm pretty excited about the new Stihl to add to the collection, but I got to get to work and finish cutting all this grass here for my customer. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks again for all your support, your kindness, smashing the like button, subscribing to the channel, leaving nice comments down below, and feel free to share the video with a friend or family member you think may like the video. Thanks again. Take care, and always be kind. Later. Peace.